Greetings all and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic. We finally finished out our class quest and it's time to start working on our companions. So behind me is Mr. Aric Jorgan. He's going to be the one we start with, and as you can see it looks like he is busy checking out our guns, making sure everything's in tip-top shape for us. So yeah, he is the first companion that we received. Let's go ahead and start conversing with him and see what all he's got for us.
So, Havoc Squad. The best of the best. Can't say I'm thrilled about the demotion, but it's an honor to be here, sir.
I realize the circumstances weren't ideal, but I'm glad you're with us, Jorgan.
A spot in Havoc was the least they could do. 4 years at the Academy, 7 years in the field, decorations, commendations. Would have been captain soon if Command hadn't hung me out to dry.
We both know Tavis's defection wasn't your fault.
Tell that to the brass when they need a scapegoat. But hey, water under the bridge. Command put me in Havoc to help you find Tavis, and I intend to do just that. I've hunted Imperials from one side of the galaxy to the next. Used to command the Deadeyes, finest sniper squad in the Republic.
I'm not familiar with that outfit.
No? Maybe I'll tell you about them sometime.
I wonder if that sometime is now.
I reviewed your service record before that ZR-57 op. Been meaning to discuss it with you. You made quite an impression at the Academy. Accelerated training programs, instructor recommendations. Graduated top of your class. Heck of a transcript. But a classroom's no substitute for field experience.
You saw how I handled things on Ord Mantell. I know what I'm doing.
Taking on that SEP army single-handedly showed guts, not leadership. When I signed on with the Deadeyes, my CO was Lieutenant Vorn. Certified war hero, as decorated as they come. When he gave an order, we trusted it, followed it to the letter. A squad needs that kind of commitment to operate effectively.
You're saying you don't trust me?
I'm saying trust requires more than a slick new promotion. Havoc Squad is the Republic's most elite outfit. We tackle the missions no one else can handle. Traitor or no, Tavis is a tough act to follow. You think you're up to it?
I wouldn't be leading Havoc Squad if I didn't.
Good answer. You've got confidence and plenty of raw talent. Maybe you'll pull this off.
Well, he's making some good points, but he does still sound like he's a little bit unhappy with his position right now.
So, that 4X is interesting. Eager but won't shut up. Kept going on about his superior Republic engineering. Finally called him on it. Ran a weapons diagnostic. Loudmouth's packing some serious ordnance. Guess Havoc is finally shaping into a real squad.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Just remember, people's expectations of us, of you, are only gonna get bigger. That CO post could get real heavy real quick.
I was born to lead.
Enjoy it while you can. Commanding a squad is no cakewalk. Nothing worse than having to choose between the success of the mission and the lives of your men. That said, a leader can't be soft on his troops. Coddling your men will only get them killed.
You've got a point. I'll keep it in mind.
I'm sure you'll do fine. You've gotten us this far. Inventory report, sir. Food and medical supplies all look good, but our munitions are getting low. Thought we'd have enough to last us a year. Already requisitioned command for more. Guess I shouldn't be too surprised. See more action in one day with Havoc than you see in a month with the Deadeyes.
What kind of work did you do for the Deadeyes?
We mainly ran decapitation strikes. Neutralized enemy commanders before a Republic offensive. Left the opposition leaderless, disorganized. Sometimes, we'd camp outside the enemy's base for weeks, waiting for a clear shot. Eventually, we'd hit our target, pull out, let the ground pounders mop up.
You must have chalked up quite a kill count.
Over 24 confirmed. Eventually, I was offered a promotion and a post on Ord Mantell. I took it. Smart move career-wise. More men, more responsibility. But I wasn't interested in fighting separatists.
What were you interested in?
I signed on to fight Imperials. Anything else I did was career dressing. After my transfer, command of the Deadeyes fell to my XO, Torv. Smart kid. A little green, but the potential was there.
If he learned from you, I'm sure he's a fine officer.
Only so much a person can be taught about leadership. You've either got what it takes, or you don't. Come to think of it, I haven't been in contact with the Deadeyes for a while. I should find out where they're stationed. Catch up. Sir, you should know. General Vander contacted me. Said he'd talk it over with the brass and finagled a way to get me back on Ord Mantell. Offered me my old post. A promotion and command of their operations there. Pretty sweet deal overall.
I hope you turned him down. You're a part of Havoc Squad now.
You think I'd head back to some backwater planet like Ord Mantell? Fact is, I've been hitting the Empire harder than ever since I joined Havoc Squad. I didn't enlist to win medals or promotions. I enlisted to protect the Republic, to prove my people have a place here.
Glad you're finally warming up to your assignment.
It's growing on me.
We already lost one home to the Mandalorians. I'm not about to let the Empire take another.
Bad news, sir. I just received a dispatch from Command. It's my old sniper squad, the Deadeyes. They've been captured. Happened during a routine officer hunt. Somehow the imps got the drop on them and rounded up the entire unit. Careless.
How long have the Deadeyes been in Imperial custody?
Weeks. More than enough time to be marched in front of a firing squad. Look, something about this doesn't sit right with me. The Deadeyes' area of operation was on Nar Shaddaa. That's Hutt territory. Neutral ground. They shouldn't have had any business operating there.
I'm sure they had a good reason.
The Republic would never risk a falling out with the Hutts just to bag a few Imperials. I need to know what happened to the Deadeyes, and if they're still alive. Missions on Nar Shaddaa are usually greenlit by the SIS. With your permission, I'd like to meet with them, see what they know.
Get a hold of Jonas Balker. He may be able to help us.
Your call. We'll rendezvous at the dive he hangs out in. With any luck, he'll have something for us.
Cool, we get off the ship. Alright, so we're off to Nar Shaddaa. I'll go ahead and head that way and bring you guys back. Okay, we're here on Nar Shaddaa, me and Aric Jorgan, and we're here to meet up with Jonas Balker. See if we can find him. There he is. Looks like he's mighty comfortable. Nice little spot he's got here.
You're early. Haven't even had time to order us up a round. So, how's that 4X unit treating you? Racking up plenty of kills, I hope.
The Deadeyes. Balker, what do you know?
He's right. We didn't come for small talk.
Fair enough. I dug up what info I could, but frankly, there isn't much to report. Far as I can tell, the Deadeyes tried to off some Imperial big shot. Things went south, and they got themselves captured.
The Deadeyes were trained professionals. No way they would have been taken so easily.
Even the best make mistakes. We're on the verge of an incident. The Imperials are out for blood, so the Republic is distancing itself from the operation. I shouldn't even be talking to you about all this. Those boys are on their own.
These are Republic soldiers, sir. Good men. All of them.
If the Republic won't do anything, then Havoc Squad will.
Look, I know this stinks, but my hands are tied on this one. I've got major players breathing down my neck. Otherwise, I'd tell you to investigate that prison the Imperials set up in Shadowtown.
The Imperials have a facility besides the normal Shadowtown areas?
Keep it down. This isn't your usual cantina gossip. Now, rumor has it, and I'm just talking here, that the Imperials built themselves a makeshift prison not too far from here. That's where they dump any local riffraff that get out of line. Could be they took the Deadeyes there.
Thanks for the tip, Balker.
I'm just making conversation. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got an alibi to work on. Remember, this meeting never happened.
The meeting never happened. Got it. Alright. We're probably gonna have to take a speeder. Yep. Okay, I'll go ahead and head that way and bring you guys back. Alright, they sent us here to check out the cell blocks. It looks like we've got a little bit of trash that we need to clean out first.
Gotcha.
About as far as I could get. I did kill a couple of guys right up there, but once I realized I was getting this close, I figured I'd go ahead and bring you guys back in. I'll try not to get into too much combat. Looks like we might end up getting in a bit more than I thought. Trying to figure out where I need to be. Okay, there's a console there, so I'm assuming, yeah, we got one over there as well. Oh, I didn't see that guy. Alright, Jorgan, get busy. I'm gonna hide over here for just a minute. See if we can get some healing done here. I think he's gonna be okay on his own. Hopefully. I might go ahead and interact with this.
They're not on this cell block. Let's move on to the next.
Got it. Will do. Go ahead and heal Jorgan up there for just a minute, because I'm not sure what might happen when we activate that. And I'm not sure if that guy's going to be aggro or not. Let's take out the weak guy first. Looks like we got lucky. If I can remember my buttons.
I'm not seeing them anywhere. Let's check out the central computer.
Okay, where's that going to be at? Right over there.
You're done.
Yeah, I was hoping to get both those guys in that AoE, but it didn't happen. Alright, let's shut down this computer and see what happens.
No sign of them here. Bulker must have sent us on a wild... Wait. I may have something. It's an outgoing holo message. Recent.
This is Captain Titch, confirming the details for outgoing prisoner transfer 993B. We've got 3 Gomorian trespassers, a couple of spice peddlers, and our catch of the day, the legendary Deadeyes.
Looks like the Imperials already moved them.
Question is, where?
As per protocol, we've split the Deadeyes up and transferred them to off-world labor camps. I've encrypted the coordinates for their designated camps into this transmission. Those scum can spend the remaining years working off their debt.
Message ends there. Guess the imps don't make things quick for their POWs. Lucky us.
That doesn't mean we have time to waste.
Agreed. I'll download those coordinates ASAP. The encryption here is good. Too good. I can't crack it. Looks like we may need Balker's services again.
Back to Jonas Balker. Let's see if we can quick travel. Probably not all the way there, but close enough. I'm hoping. I'll actually go ahead and cut it out and bring you guys in when we get there. Actually, that wasn't too bad of a quick travel there.
Off the hollow with a very angry Imperial diplomat. Apparently, some Republic troopers broke into the Imperial Detention Center.
Hey, I just went to Hari's for a drink. They got a new waitress there. Real looker.
Don't get cute with me, Balker. You know something.
Is this a bad time?
On the contrary. Now I know exactly where to stick my foot. Senior Agent Zane, SIS. That little stunt you pulled ruined any chance we had of negotiating the Deadeye's safe return.
Check your facts, Zane.
The Imperials already shipped them off-world.
It's Senior Agent Zane, thank you. And storming an Imperial facility, guns blazing, it makes things worse. Your involvement ends now. Clear?
Our involvement ends when the Deadeyes are free.
Then you can tell your CO to expect a little love note from me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got an Imperial ambassador to mollify. I trust you'll see yourselves off my planet.
What were you thinking coming back here? I told you I couldn't be connected to any of this.
We found some encrypted coordinates in the prison central computer. We think they'll tell us where the Deadeyes are.
We were going to see if you could help us, but after that outburst...
Yeah, I'd rather keep my job, thanks. Look, a friend in Signal Intelligence owes me a favor. I'll put you in contact with him. He may be able to make something of those coordinates. It's the best I can do.
We couldn't have done this without Balker. I think you owe him your thanks.
Fine. Balker. Thanks.
Hey, anything for you, Jorgan.
I'll connect with Balker's contact once we get back to the ship. I'll report if I hear anything.
Well, looks like we're on our way back to the ship, and unfortunately there's not a quick way for me to get there, so we'll see you guys here in just a few seconds. We made her back to the ship now. Let's see if Jorgan's got any new information for us. Although I wouldn't expect to find him here at this point. I would think he'd probably be standing over there trying to get information, but that's alright. We'll go ahead and talk to him. Yeah, I clicked on it.
Got a problem, sir. Weapons malfunction. I had a couple of misfires during that prison run. I think the barrel might be out of whack. Not surprising given all the action we've seen. With your permission, I'd like to inspect the rest of the squad's ordnance. Make sure everything's up to code.
Way to think ahead, Jorgan.
That's what I do. When you're sniping enemies from 800 meters, any imperfection in the blaster can ruin your shot.
You hit targets from that far? You're good.
Part of the job, sir.
Well, I take that last comment back. It looks like it is a good idea that he's in here.
Sir, I'm not very good at this, but thank you for the exospot. My career took a big hit when Tavis defected. I wasn't sure I'd ever recover.
This should help you get back on track.
It's a step. I'll make sure Havoc stays the top squad in the Republic. You can count on it. Well, the search is officially underway. I transmitted those coordinates we picked up to Balkar's contact in Sigint. Won't be long before we find out where the Deadeyes are. Well, look at that. That you, Gav?
You know, you really ought to start encrypting your communications. Finding your frequency was child's play.
You've got 5 seconds to explain yourself.
I'll just leave you with a friendly suggestion. Walk away.
That smug. Why is he so interested in the Deadeyes? In any case, he knows about Balkar's contact at Sigint. We'll have to find someone else to decrypt those coordinates.
I'd like to see Zane outmaneuver General Garza.
Now you're talking. I'll bring the General up now.
This is General Garza. What can I do for you, Havoc?
We've got a problem, General.
I don't like you going off mission, Major. Then again, I don't like SIS snoops meddling in military affairs either. Send me the coordinates. I'll get our people working on them right away. Just don't let this interfere with your mission.
We won't forget this, General.
I'll let you know if we learn anything. Garza out.
There. If Zane manages to one-up Garza, I'll eat my rifle.
He'll eat his rifle. Ouch. Doesn't sound very pleasant at all.
Still no word on the Deadeye's location. I checked with Garza, but she hasn't had any luck decrypting those coordinates we sent her. This is taking too long. For all we know, the Imperials have relocated the Deadeyes. That intel could be obsolete.
We can still pick up a new trail if we follow those coordinates.
I suppose you're right. I'll keep monitoring the holo. Maybe something will turn up. Good news, sir. Garza's people decoded the first portion of those coordinates. Data points to an Imperial excavation site on Tatooine. Looks like my former SWTOR is being held there.
Why are the Imperials taking prisoners to such a remote location?
We knew the imps were anxious to work the Deadeyes to death. Can't think of a harsher, more miserable place than Tatooine. We'll know more once we find Torv. He'd just better have some answers for us.
Alrighty, off to Tatooine. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this part of the story so far. At least we get to get off the ship with him. And there he is. I still get lost on this ship. Alright, I'll go ahead and make my way to Tatooine and see you guys soon. Okay, finally made her here. It took me so long that the quick travel's almost ready. I had quite the mess on getting here. I had to go right through Mos Eisley. I probably could have gone this way, but I went the long way, I guess. This map was all closed off, so had no idea which way to go. And when I got down here to Mos Eisley, of course that's the Imperial faction, almost killed me running through there. I got lucky though. So let's get in here and find and free Lieutenant Torv. I see him on the minimap. Doesn't really look like he needs much for eyes behind the door. Okay. Oh, there's the aggro that we need to mess with. Alright, up to Jorgan.
Going down.
That wasn't too bad.
On your feet, soldiers.
Lieutenant Jorgan? What are you doing here?
It's Captain now, and I'm getting you out of here.
Thought we'd have been out of here weeks ago. Who's this?
I'm the commander of Havoc Squad.
Havoc Squad? It's an honor, sir.
Okay, enough boot-kissing. I want answers, Torv. For starters, how'd you get yourselves captured?
It's all there in our mission outline. Didn't Zane brief you?
Zane? As in Senior Agent Zane?
Man's been nothing but trouble for us.
So he didn't... Oh. Then I'm afraid I can't say anything more. SIS orders.
What does the SIS have to do with this?
That's classified, sir.
Out with it, soldier. We're not leaving until we get some answers.
But we... Okay, look, we let ourselves get caught. Part of some top-secret SIS op. They implanted tracking devices in us. Plan was to follow us through Imperial space, find out where the imps ship their POWs, and then come rescue us.
Looks like someone forgot to follow through with that last part.
Nobody anticipated the imps would split us up, send us to labor details. Surprised the SIS didn't spring us then.
Typical SIS.
Should have known better than to trust those spooks.
Too good an opportunity. You know how many troops we have in those camps.
What if the Imperials had executed you?
Things wouldn't have been so bad if the SIS had held up their end of the plan.
Got that right. A good soldier never leaves a man behind. We'll have it out with the SIS later. For now, just sit tight. I'll call for an evac, get you boys home. Well, they're off. The SIS better have a good reason for leaving those men behind.
Zane is involved. Maybe he wants to enlighten us.
I'm sure he'll have something to say about this rescue op of ours. Anyway, we've done all we can for now. I'll see about getting the rest of those coordinates decrypted.
Alright, so we're back off to our ship. And we do have quick travel. Of course, that's only going to get me so far, so I will see you guys when we get back to our ship. Alright, Jorgan, did you get that stuff decrypted for us?
I ever tell you about the time we were ordered to take out Moff Dallam? Dangerous mark. Wiley is that... Hang on. Incoming transmission. Care to guess who it is?
Major, Senior Agent Zane here. Apparently, I didn't make myself clear earlier. Or perhaps you thought an unauthorized rescue mission wouldn't constitute as interfering?
We knew exactly what we were doing.
Thought so. I understand your concern for your comrades, but you morons are only complicating things.
You're addressing the commander of Havoc Squad, Zane. You will show him the proper respect.
Apologies. But this is a delicate operation and your continued involvement will only jeopardize its completion.
We could have worked together if you'd kept us in the loop.
I would have if this had been any of your business.
Your operation's falling apart, Zane. Now either rescue the Deadeyes yourself, or get out of the way.
I don't take orders from grunts. This mission is over when I say it is.
I've had it with this guy. Permission to cut him off, sir.
I'd rather do it myself.
By all means. Good riddance. I can't tell if he really dropped the ball on this one or if he's still just lying to us. Either way, the SIS had their chance. Time for Havoc Squad to get the job done right.
I like the way that played out.
I may have been wrong about you. Takes a lot to lead a squad like Havoc. Wasn't convinced you had it in you. Thought you were inexperienced, untested. But you've got good instincts. Turned out to be a first-class leader.
That means a lot coming from you, Jorgan.
I just call it like I see it. I'll admit, that business on Ord Mantell still irks me. But it landed me in the most elite squad in the Republic, under one of the finest commanders I've served with. So I can't complain too much.
Well, thank you, Sir Jorgan.
Just got off the holo with Torv. He asked me to thank you for getting him out of that labor camp. He's starting to see the danger the other Deadeyes are in. Anxious for us to find them.
Any luck decoding the rest of those coordinates?
Still waiting. Shouldn't be long now. It was a mistake to trust a snake like Zane, but Torv's heart was in the right place. I just hope this mistake doesn't get any of those men killed. Outstanding news, sir. We've got a positive fix on the Deadeye's location. Garza's people just finished decrypting the coordinates we sent them. The data points to an Imperial outpost on Hoth. Another labor camp, most likely.
First Tatooine, now Hoth. The Imperials must really have it out for the Deadeyes.
Picking off a few dozen Imperial officers will do that. Once we get those men out of there, we can put all this craziness behind us. I just hope we're not too late.
Alrighty, off to Hoth. Alrighty, made her to the instance. We need to find the Deadeyes, and I'm kind of curious as to how this is going to play out, if we're actually going to get to deal with the man himself, or if it's just going to be through holo communications that we deal with him. The man responsible for sending these guys here. Jorgan, what are you doing? Oh my goodness, he's over there fighting. I guess we'll go over there and help him out. Alright, come on, Jorgan. Hop to it, buddy. And we could probably use some buffs as well. That is not our buff. Yeah, it is. For some reason, oh, that's right. I forgot. I was used to the Imperial side. We had more than one buff. It's been a couple of days since I've actually played. And how much farther do we have to go in here? All the way to the back, of course. Always. Wonder if we can skip some of this trash. Yeah, I don't want to jump up on those. I usually get stuck on that stuff. Well, so much for avoiding the trash. Sometimes the short method is not the method to take.
Barracks. Hal. You two still breathing?
More or less. Didn't expect to see you here, sir.
Nor I. Care to tell me what you two are doing here?
We're rescuing the Deadeyes. Play nice and maybe we'll let you tag along.
Maybe I don't want to be rescued. Don't you get it? This operation was never about rescuing POWs. We've been after one thing, Dusk 9.
Impossible. That place is just a myth.
Is it? We'll never know now, thanks to you two.
If that's true, then you lied to the Deadeyes about their mission's real objective.
Of course. We could hardly expect a bunch of grunts to keep their mouths shut. Next to the Emperor's location, Dusk 9 is the Empire's best-kept secret. Hundreds of Black Ops projects are born there.
It's also a prison, according to the rumors. The things that supposedly go on there, too horrible to be real.
We're more interested in the intel hoarded there. We seeded thousands of bugged soldiers into the Imperial penal system, hoping for a bite.
That still doesn't explain what you're doing here.
After many failed attempts to get one of our soldiers into Dusk 9, I had an epiphany. We were using the wrong bait. The brass at Dusk 9 weren't interested in common soldiers. But how could they resist an SIS agent? So, I bugged myself, staged a bogus rescue operation, and let myself be captured. I was awaiting transfer when you two geniuses showed up.
If you had kept us in the loop, we could have coordinated this better.
And what? Hope you wouldn't say anything? Now, I have no choice but to abort my mission and try again somewhere else.
Sir, we can deal with Zane later. Let's just find the rest of the squad and get out of here.
Jorgan, sir, they're dead. The cold, they didn't make it.
What? Trace? Copland? They're gone? But I thought... Zane.
Now you've done it.
What? It's not my fault they weren't properly insulated.
You killed them. You promised them a rescue that never came, and now they're dead for it.
How many other soldiers have died for you? Huh? 100? 1,000?
You can't kill me, Jorgan. Too many witnesses.
Far as we're concerned, sir, the Imperials killed him.
What? Wait, you can't just... Major, do something!
Holster that weapon, soldier, before I have you thrown in the brig.
Fine. He's not worth it anyway.
Much obliged. As for you, you think you can pull a blaster on me and walk away? I'll see you in prison for that.
You think anyone will believe a lying worm like you over the most decorated squad in the Republic?
The squad who pulled your ungrateful butt out of an Imperial labor camp, no less.
Right. Consider my lips sealed.
Let's get these men back to their squad. I'll call for an evac. They're off, sir. Mission accomplished.
I know it was hard, but you did the right thing.
Honestly, I'd rather not talk about it right now, sir. Let's just get out of here.
Very well done. I really enjoyed that story, so we actually got to deal with him. Jorgan wasn't too happy how it ended out, but that's the way it goes. So we need to get aboard our ship. Okay, we'll see you guys when we get there. Alright, we made it back to our ship, and hopefully Jorgan isn't too mad at us. Which room is this one? There we go. Let's go ahead and talk to him. See if we can comfort him down a little bit.
Sir, I'd like to apologize for my behavior earlier. When I heard about Trace and Copland, I just lost it. Would have done something stupid if you hadn't stopped me.
You feeling better now?
I don't feel like killing anyone, if that's what you're asking. I'd have been no better than Zane if I pulled that trigger. I'd just be another thug doing whatever it took to get his way.
You're a good soldier, Jorgan. Don't forget that.
Thank you, sir. There's always going to be men like Zane calling the shots in the Republic. Can't kill all of them. Better to work with the system than against it.
The Republic needs more soldiers like you. You'll make it to the top someday.
Don't know that I'll ever trust the brass again. But I trust you, sir. You kept me from making the biggest mistake of my life. I won't forget that.
Awesome. Sounds like he's in a good spirit now.
Whatever happens, just know that I'll always have your back, sir. I'm a Havoc man to the end. You can count on me to train any recruits we might get. Give me a couple days, I can show any rookie how to handle a rifle properly.
Looks like that's it. I think he did an awesome job for the character that he portrayed. They did a real good job with him. The voice acting was outstanding. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time, have a good one.